Today on the Point Blank Performance YouTube channel, we've got our 22 Ram strapped to the Mustang Dyno. Why? Well, nothing more than this. Guys, we want to see if the inline 6 can reign superior in horsepower and torque against who? The Ford Power Stroke and the L5P Duramax. If you guys missed that video, check it out here. Both those trucks make some superior horsepower and torque. It's going to be tough to beat. This truck is 100% stock. We're going to be upgrading it to our C1 HP package. So this is a perfect opportunity to see what kind of power and torque we make. Plus, number two, to figure out if you want to go out and buy a brand new Ram or kick it to the side, buy a Ford Power Stroke or the L5P Duramax. Now guys, let's get down to business. We got our EasyLink hooked up to the truck. We can read all the data. I want to share that with you guys. But ultimately, I want to see what kind of horsepower and torque this truck can make. It's dyno time. Power out of it. Oh, she's still froggy. Alright. 227.50. Hang in there, girl. Hang in there, baby. You got it. Hang in there. Woo, that's stressful on me. It's embarrassing. It's probably right. Just hold. We're gonna have to. Let's take a breather. God. Woo! Let's let her cool down, Phil.
What happened?
At this point in time, we made 325 rural horsepower and 723 feet-pound of torque. So I'm gonna load it a little harder on the next go around and see if we can get some more power. But let's let her cool down.
It's not good.
It's terrible. Alright guys, so we just done a pull on the 22 Dodge Ram. I knew these trucks were very, very tame from the factory, meaning if you just go drive one, you can tell it just, that Ford Power Stroke, that Chevrolet Duramax just will beat up on the 22 or the 19 plus Rams. What did this truck ultimately end up making during our short pulls? 325 rear-wheel horsepower, 723 feet-pound of torque. This son of a bitch is so pulled back from the factory, it's unbelievable. But hey, we're gonna give you the news of it and we're gonna just tell it like it is. So the very first pull, I ran it like this. I'm conservative. 2,200 RPMs to 2,750. And I made that 325 horse. I was like, all right, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna load at 1,800 because the Ford Power Strokes love that low end load. Like, bring them in down low, man, that thing works on the dyno. It makes big power, big torque. I was like, all right, the inline 6 will make it as well. 1,800, step on it, boom. Doesn't make any more power, guys. So, I want to share some data with you so that way you kind of know going into this. Because of all the emissions stuff, I know these trucks are trying to get them warmer, they're trying to get them hotter. That way the NOx, the NO emissions goes down. But when you create heat, also your NOx come up, so therefore your emissions went through the roof. So whatever, take that for what it's worth. Coolant temp, 203 degrees. So I noticed these trucks, they run them a lot hotter. 203, 205, and they stay around that. Try to do that with the 200% over injectors or 100% over injectors. You're gonna get this thing hot, get it hot quick. Take it for what it's worth, swap it out. I'm gonna be putting a 190 thermostat in it to keep this truck cooler. Well, that way when we're making big power, I can keep it in check, not try to blow the head plumb off of it. Trans temp, right now we're at 150 degrees. Yeah, okay, it's fine. If it goes 20 above that, we're still good, but I want to keep it in check. Boost pressure. How much boost pressure did the truck just make? 29.2 PSI. It's pretty good. Well, if you compare it to a Ford Power Stroke, hell, at 30 pounds, we might make almost 530 horsepower. Not so good. Exhaust manifold pressure, VGT turbochargers. Okay, we're at 53.3 PSI. That's still okay. We're not exactly at a 2-to-1 ratio, but we're creeping up on it. Personal opinion, take that damn turbocharger and throw it in the trash. Personal opinion. Personal opinion. Turbocharger speed, 108,000 RPMs, 108K RPM. Injection pressure, where do we get up to? I've seen it hit 28, 29, but 27.3 is what I've got here. Timing, how much timing are they throwing at the truck? 11.8 degrees of timing, not super, didn't get super aggressive with it. They've got some fuel pressure there, but ultimately they got this son of a bitch so turned down it just can't do shit. So that's just all there is to it. So guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna load it one more time. I'm gonna add 2,000 pounds of load. I'm gonna get a little aggressive with it. I'm gonna see if we can pick this truck up out of the 300 horsepower range and into maybe like 800-900 feet-pound of torque. That's what it's rated for. Ultimately, let's just pray. At this point, last week was hell. So guys, it's dyno time. Sad day at Point Blank Performance. So our 22 Dodge Ram is cooling down on the Mustang Dyno. Today, it put up a pretty good fight. There's one thing that this truck did deliver. It delivered pretty consistent horsepower and torque. Take a look at the graph. This truck did 319 rural horsepower and 743 feet-pound of torque. Now guys, here's just the fact about it. The Ford Power Stroke kicks ass. The L5P Duramax is right behind it. The Dodge Cummins, well, you're down here somewhere, way down here. But come back up to life, we know there's a huge potential. Take a look at our EasyLink data. We know they're not pushing this truck very hard. 29 pounds of boost. We can bump that up, 35, 36 pounds of boost and call it a day. There's some big power to be had. We're leading up to our C1 HP package. I want to see if we can comfortably get this truck into the 500 horsepower market where it's fun. Where when you hop in it, some damn Dodge Neon isn't blowing your doors off. We know it can pull. The inline Cummins has nothing to prove upon that. But horsepower, you need to get up a little bit. When you go buy an expensive truck, you want it to be fun. And we want this 22 Ram to be fun. So guys, make for sure, like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, because we're going to be back redeeming the inline 6 Cummins. See you next week here at Point Blank Performance. Cookie, report to this line. Cookie, I want my 12 steps. I want my 22 Cummins to make power.